Shalom, this is Mary Omni from the World Government House of King David, Holy Covenant Constitutional Enforcer. The title of this Republic Notice is Wake Up to the King Alfred Plan of Cannibalism Already at Work. Wake up to the King Alfred Plan of Cannibalism Already at Work. It's 2013, revelation is coming about of the real diabolical evil that blacks always knew existed. The public mystery Babylon is waking up to what the Republic already knew. Public mystery Babylon has consented to this evil for 100 years, ever since the Woodrow Wilson birth of a nation, where he propagated white supremacy, Klan robe on a white horse with a burning cross as the new way of thinking. And ever since then, white public mystery Babylon has voted for all white, foreign and corporate senates 100 years since 1913. So therefore, no innocence can be claimed to every evil that has taken place they have given their consent to. Now, this cannibalism, I want you to look at either the end of this video or the description of this video, because it's a list of foods that we are eating, unbeknownst what is in these foods. We was always told to watch out for processed foods. Well, these processed foods have aborted fetuses grind up in them to introduce you to cannibalism and to lower your mental, spiritual, psychological frequencies, so that then you'll be vulnerable to more attack of different frequency waves, giving you all kinds of diseases, rashes, and mind control. They're going to have you first ingest dead fetuses with other chemicals in them, dead fetuses and excrement. And the list of the corporate companies that use a product called Cinemax in their products is listed. Now, Cinemax has nothing to do with cinnamon. It is the product of dead fetuses, excrement, and everything that is not only used in some cat foods, used in dog foods, and now they put it in a lot of human consumption, processed food that we eat every day, that we drink every day. Like when you gotta have your Pepsi, you're drinking dead fetuses, okay? Now, we need to understand we are at a silent war, overt and covert. The attack is coming 360. They're attacking on the frequencies levels, the mental levels, the spiritual levels, the physical levels, and they are attacking directly. They're attacking you by the court system. They're attacking you by accosting you. We are under attack, okay? The difference now is that they are attacking everybody. See, white people don't understand that black people was just to get them used to a tyranny. And once they got used to the tyranny and assisted in the tyranny, then the tyranny could go forth and be practiced on the public majority, not just the constitutional republic minority blacks. So cannibalism is now underway, as well as the chemtrails. Cannibalism, the chemtrails, all this stuff is used to lower your frequency. And that's why I said stop attacking each other, because it's a sign of frequency being lowered. And then Satan begins to infiltrate and have other frequencies then attack your body, organs, and everything. So while we are consuming ground up fetuses from aborted babies, our frequencies are being lowered. So this is what we have to do. We have to understand that we got to learn from our foreparents how to grow what we can. And if you don't have any land, you're living in apartments, we need to begin to look in hydroponic gardening, where you go vertically and stack it up vertically instead of horizontally. Even how to have our own small fish farms now that go up vertically. Okay, there is information on the net. You have to do the research. But another thing we need to do right now, everybody's talking about putting away gold and silver and all that stuff. We need to understand water is gold. Boil water, use any containers you got, put as much water as you can away in storage in whatever container you got. Water is gold. Another thing you need to do is to stock up on beans, legumes. Beans and legumes that sprout energy. You need to stock up on them. You need to stock up and understand, move your diet from what are you eating as far as meat, stop as much consumption of meat, and move into nuts, pecans and walnuts and nuts and almonds that have shells on them. Use the ones with shells on them and actually go through the trouble of cracking the shells. So shell nuts and legumes is what we need to be putting and stocking up on. Stock up on as much powdered garlic as you can. Stock up on peroxide, hydrogen peroxide, and baking soda. These are things a must-have along with first aid kits. You know, water being the priority. Beans moving into a legume and a bean diet and a nut diet, and slowly pulling yourself off of meats and processed foods. Well, you better leave processed foods alone right away, because they meant to lower your intelligence, your frequency, and everything, and they're going to open you up to so many attacks. You know, processed foods is foods not made by nature. We know what nature foods are. Nature foods are the nuts you open up and you have to crack. Nature foods are the beans and the vegetables and fruits. All the rest pretty much is processed, and these are corporations that process this food to control your brain because it's used as a war weaponry. Just like the war of keeping us attritionally poor was a weapon system. It was weaponry to control us, to keep us attrition out of money while we are the supreme contractor wealth holders. They use money as a weapon to fight us being the supreme contractors holding all wealth. They use the war of the fiat money against us. And of course, white people believe everything revolves around them. So they'll say, oh, the Federal Reserve took over this, and oh, we went off of this, and oh, you know, we were sold to the UN and all this stuff, because they are basing it on their public consent. We're in the republic as supreme non-consenters. As far as we're concerned, none of that stuff existed. It's only by illusion and delusion and them practicing different forms of war, like attrition in us out of fiat money, so that we will never understand that we hold the wealth. Because we God namesake. Nobody is richer than God or his namesake. Okay? I don't care what you hear. I don't care what they say. I don't care about the Rockefellers, the Bilderberg. See, because they know all this that I'm saying. And a lot of them was behind this corporations and was behind the whole scheme of inviting the world, talking about give me your poor, give me your this, to help trample these rich constitutional heirs, while we'll give you all the fiat money. We'll keep them attrition from fiat money as an act of war against them. So everything is being used for war. It's just now that it's expanded. They tired of catering to the public now. They tired of white privilege. They tired of trying to compensate them to war against the republic. They no longer want to pay them off. They ready to let them know you don't own no land, you don't own nothing. Everything you got, white folks, is a done contract. There is no such thing as public land ownership. The republic owns it all, and blacks are in the republic. So look at the description, look at the end of this video, look at these foods that have this placenta and these dead fetuses in it. And avoid them like the plague, and get back to natural foods yesterday. Get back natural foods yesterday, begin to alkaline, get some camel tea, begin to alkaline your bodies. To raise your frequency, get rid of negative thoughts, get rid of fighting amongst yourself, because all these are tactics to lower your frequency. This is Mary Omni from the House of King David. Shalom.